Alright, so we're going to come back with another video today. We're going to build strawberry towers. And we're going to do an aquaponic version of the strawberry tower. So I've already dug the strawberry plants right here. But just, you know, any strawberry plants will do. We've got them soaking in a solution of fish fertilizer water. So they'll absorb a bunch of nutrients right away. And then we will wash those roots off real good before we put them in a tower. And in that tower, we're gonna put them in here in this sphagnum peat moss. All right, so we're gonna stuff that tower full. But for right now, we're gonna take our drills and we're gonna make some marks on these pipes. These are PVC sewer pipe. Sorry, that's upside down there, but I guess you can read upside down if I can, right? But it's the thin wall pipe. And then we have these connectors. These are connectors, again, made specifically for the thin wall. I'm not sure if they're interchangeable or not. I have no idea. But yes, here's my DeWalt's again. My favorite tools in the world. I've got a couple different ones now. I think you saw an unboxing video of the chop saw that I had as well. So anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and get started, do a couple little things here. I got a friend of mine helping. Ha, get it? Yeah, her name's Hope. So we're gonna get this started. And eventually we're gonna put everything back into this bucket. So this bucket already has a hole cut in it. That's gonna be where everything drains back into. So the difference between aquaponic and hydroponic is that aquaponics often has some sort of a grow medium like sphagnum in it. And it suspends different types of fertilizers in it. At least that's a loose explanation for it. So aquaponics versus hydroponics. Hydroponics will be where it's water only with nutrients suspended in it without any kind of grow medium, generally speaking. But yes, that's what we're gonna do. We're also gonna go ahead and put a picture right over here of what it looks like that I'm using as an example. All right, well, let's get started. But we've drilled holes into this one, and they are 12 inches apart and holes on 4 sides, and you can see that they're staggered from this side to this. The reason we did that is so that when the plants hang down, it'll be easier to pick the strawberries. This thing right over here where its bevel's bigger, she was asking why there's only one of these two, because I've cut this 10-footer in half, so they're 5 foot tall, which is also what we're going to do with this guy right here. So we're going to cut him in half, or her, can you tell? I don't know which one's which. We've already marked the top of the line right here. Let's use a tape measure.
Maybe hold?
Yeah, if you want to hold that. So we did every 12 inches here, starting with 12. So we're going to do the same thing here. Not real super visible anymore. It kind of got rubbed off. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. All right. We're going to make a 12, 24, 36. Can you make a 48?
Yep. 40.
Yep. All right.
No higher.
That's it. And then we're going to turn this all the way over. Oops. And we're going to do it again. And this is exactly on the opposite side. 12, 24, 36, yeah, it's right there. And then 48. All right. And then we're gonna go ahead and drill those right now, and then we'll drill the opposite side ones after we drill these. We're gonna use our hole saw, which is this guy right here. So I think this is an 1.5 inch hole that I'm drilling. Don't really care if it's an 1.5 inch, 1 3/4, 1 1/4. Really what you decide is really up to you. You don't want a hole that's too big, because the stuff will start falling out. But I think the 1.5 inch is perfect. So what I do is take the drill, and we're going to go forward for the first part while we put the tip of the drill bit in it, right? Just go slowly until it grabs. Then we're going to put it in reverse to drill the other part. And the reason I do that is because it won't grab nearly as hard if you're drilling backwards, but it will still cut the thin wall PVC. Slowly until it grabs. And then we're going to put it in reverse. Start slowly. All right, guys, so we have drilled one side. We've drilled 4 or 5 holes, however many there are, 4 per side, I guess. So we're gonna flip this over on his back and keep drilling on the other side. All right, guys, so now we have drilled the second side. So flip this over. We gotta make sure that quarter turn, the one with the bevel where it slides into each other, is the top, because it can't, that part can't slide into one of the T-pieces, the T-connectors, okay? And also, as a little side note, if you live in an area where you have timber bamboo, you could probably use timber bamboo rather than PVC pipe. Not sure exactly how long that would last, probably it'd last you a year or 2. Don't cut yourself. Probably wear safety gloves, safety goggles. Don't try this at home. We are professionals. That is what happens when you go too hard.
That's what she said.
You don't want to drill a hole at near the bottom, the 6 inch from the bottom. We don't want to do that because we don't want any plants down there and we don't want anything falling out. So flip it over 180 again and we'll do the same set of holes. They do make a tool that you can use to ream these things out and get all these extra boogers out. I probably should do that, but I don't have that tool and I don't feel like going around and picking all these burrs out. All right, guys, so we have 2 of these sitting here. These will be the first 2 that we're using. Eventually, I plan on expanding to having 4 of these in all together. But for right now, just as a trial, we're going to do 2. Right now, I've got to go get some mesh to put in the bottom to hold the peat moss in, keep it from falling into the bottom. Be right back. All right, welcome back. So we had to go search for some more things and meet Hope. Hey, Hope. All right, we're going to use a vinyl or something kind of window screen. This is not wire screen. This is some sort of plastic mesh screen or whatever. It comes out of a window. We're going to repurpose it, okay? So we're going to cut a piece just big enough to put in between the end of the pipe like this oops, can I do this? Before this guy goes on here, okay? And it's going to be in between there to keep the peat moss from falling down to the end. So what do you think, Hope? Do you think we need like so this is 4 inches here.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? Need maybe a 6 inch or something, 6 inch square?
Something like this?
Yeah, I think that's perfect.
That may be a little bigger than 6 inches.
Oh, that's what she said.
No big deal. No one ever complained about too much.
You heard it here first. So yeah, it'll pull just across there. It's enough. We probably should have made it. Maybe next time we do one, we'll make it a little bit bigger. We'll make it 8 inches instead of 6. So we're actually going to put those on the ends of those, one for each one. So this screen is thin enough to allow this elbow to go right on there. All right, put a little pressure on there, Hope. Wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, if you like tilt it the other way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, is it gonna go? All right. How much did we get it on there?
What's in there?
Let's see. Can you see in there better than I can? Nope. All right. Yeah, that's good enough, I think. All right. So we're gonna do the same thing to the other one. You know what we did? We put it on the wrong end. So we're gonna take that back apart. We're gonna put it back on the other end and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back again. And here we go. So we got those 2 ends on there, okay? So now we need to fit one of these guys, the T-piece in here. Actually, it's gonna go this way, not that it really matters. So we're gonna measure what this is right here. And we're gonna actually put these all the way together here, but then just measure what this much and this much is and make a teeny tiny piece. We're not going to end up gluing it together. We won't need it. That way I can take it apart for cleaning and for revamping it and for if I decide to redesign it. All right, so we're back again. We've got the screen in there and we're going to go ahead and start putting the peat moss and the plants in there. And we're going to put the plants in with the peat moss. Now, some people might say that I should have probably wetted the peat moss first, but I think it's going to be easier if I don't wet it first. I could be wrong. But we're going to go ahead and put the plants in, one in each hole, and fill it with peat moss. And we're going to do so from the bottom up. Of course, I'm going to put the peat moss in at the top, but let it fall down, okay? All right, so we're going to be right back. We're actually going to wet the peat moss. We'll be right back. Alrighty folks, we're back again now. So we have decided that it is best if we wet the peat moss. So we got a bucket with some water, peat moss, strawberry plants, and we're going to start from the bottom. Basically we're going to wet the peat moss in here. Then I'm going to kind of squeeze it out just a little bit in my hand, make it into a ball, which will make it a lot easier for it to fall down smoothly inside of the pipe, all the way down from the top. Less of it will fall out those big holes there. So that's a little bit of a challenge right now. I did an attempt already, but so we're going to do that, and you can watch along. Alright folks, we have put it together. We put a 2x3 stabilizer on the top. I still need to go bend those screws over, but I just wanted to show you the end product. Strawberries are planted and they're in the bucket. And here's the way this all worked together. So the T has everything in here, and so then all of this will drain back down. And here you see the screens that will keep the peat moss in the pipe. We'll see how it works. The pump will be in here. When it works, I'll drill another extra hole to have the hose come out the top. As you can see, it is leaking a little bit here, but guess what? That is just fine, because any leakage will also go right straight into the bucket. And that is totally okay. So this is a 2-tower experiment. Okay. See you in the next video.